Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be sharing with you the 5 best freelancing job boards that you can use to find more freelancing gigs and ultimately increase your income as a freelance writer. I used these in the past when I first began freelance writing, and it helped me just generate a consistent income, build my portfolio, and also learn the process of pitching a client, working with them, invoicing them, and you can actually use these job boards even if you're a brand new beginner. I'm also going to be giving you some tips and advice for making the most out of your pitches and standing out from other writers, which ultimately means that you're going to be getting more gigs and more money. So number 1 is ProBlogger, and it's probably the best writing job board in my opinion. This was one that I would visit every single day because there's often about 5 to 10 new listings, so you're pretty much not going to find any more work than on ProBlogger, and I personally used it once again to land consistent clients. And I'll tell you something, as someone who's used it to hire freelance writers and also years ago using it to get jobs myself, is that you can easily stand out from applicants in a few different ways. One is refining your writing resume. Now, what I want you to do is write your resume using a tool like Visual CV, and you need to really focus on your business, marketing, and technical skills. So what I want you to do is say things like, WordPress, SEO, lead gen, funnels, and so on, presuming you actually do. And why I want to focus on this is because when someone's hiring a writer, it often isn't just simply to outsource and save time. It's also because they're writing that content to generate organic traffic and leads and revenue and actually get real results. So if you can talk about that in your resume and you have those skills, you're going to be a lot more likely to get hired. Secondly, translate that into your actual pitch. Keep it pretty short and sweet, but also talk about how your writing skills, your SEO skills, and so on are going to help them get organic traffic, leads, and results, because ultimately that's what the person or the company is actually after. The third thing you can do to stand out with your pitch is to also include portfolio pieces. So if you have a website, make sure you link to that, or if they're just on the internet or in a Google Drive folder, you can link to that as well. But this is nice because it actually shows the client your writing skills and your writing style. Secondly, there's Blogging Pro, not to get mixed up with ProBlogger. So this was another website that landed me consistent work back in the day, and it's pretty similar. You'll find different types of jobs like full-time, freelance, and contract work on there. It's updated every day. There's usually a few new listings, and at the time of this video, there's things like social copywriters, entertainment editors, and blog writers. So there's a nice variety. And what's good about that too, especially if you're new to freelance writing, is you can dabble in different niches and then ultimately find that one niche that you just enjoy the most. What I want you to do is click a listing that seems interesting, read the requirements carefully because they might ask you to include a certain keyword in the subject line to make sure that you're not spamming, or to include 3 portfolio pieces, for example, and then just click the apply button. Job board number 3 isn't necessarily a job board per se, but it's actually subreddits related to freelancing and writing on reddit.com. Now, these subreddits are essentially dedicated to writing, employment, and freelance work, and they work in 2 different ways. The first way is they allow you to create a thread detailing your experience, your work, and your rates, and then you can actually get inbound leads. And I remember using this, and I'd have people messaging me and emailing me, always saying that they found me on Reddit. So it can be a really nice organic way to get work when you're beginning, even when you're more advanced. The second way you can use these subreddits is by actually pitching different jobs, because not only can you make a thread for yourself, but people will make threads looking for writers or specific projects. Make sure that you read the sidebar for any given subreddit though, because they all have different rules. If you don't follow them, you can actually get banned, so you definitely don't want to be doing that. But they might have rules along the lines of you can only post once per week and do self-promotion, or you have to have certain rates. So just make sure you read the sidebar and you'll be good to go. Job board number 4 is We Work Remotely. What's really cool about this job board is that it can land you some very high paying jobs, some of which are actually full-time or at least contract. And there's companies like Amazon, Google, and PayPal that use it, hence why you can actually find such amazing work. Go ahead and create a free account and make sure that you make it as impressive as possible, because when you pitch companies, they're going to be able to see your profile, and of course it needs to convert as much as possible. So include portfolio pieces, skills, experience, and as much detail to really impress all the prospects that you're going to be pitching. Now the thing is, with We Work Remotely, in terms of the copywriting work you'll find on there, it's not super active and updated, so make sure you're checking it perhaps once per week. Keep it in your rotation, and you will find some work on there, but because it tends to be bigger jobs, it's not as active. And last but not least is probably my favorite out of all of them, and that was AngelList. So AngelList is actually a startup database, and there's a job section you can go through, and you can literally go get jobs with equity included, or you can just do freelance work. And what you have to do is go to the AngelList job section, create an account, and similar to the other websites, make it really impressive. Have your work history, portfolio pieces, links to social media on your website if you have it, and then go ahead and start searching for jobs with writing related keywords. Feel free to change the location to somewhere near you or remote if that's what you're looking for. You can apply in one click with AngelList system, hence why I say you should probably make a nice profile, because then instead of sending a manual pitch every time, just click the apply button and you can probably pitch tons of new jobs every single day. And I find that with a really good profile and skills, it has a really high conversion rate and you're gonna get a lot of work. If you want to learn how to get high paying copywriting clients, click the link in the description below to get my free courses. You can also reach out to me anytime if you need copywriting services. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.